Hello, my friends. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Happy freaking Monday to you. I hope you're well. I hope you're making it through this this full moon energy. It usually kind of makes me a little bit on edge and groggy. You know, this full moon was in Leo, right? And it's all about really looking over everything, you know, looking to see who you really need, who are your real friends, who are the fake friends. The sun is shining on all of it. Yeah, to give us clarity. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling a little bit evasive in this moon. I'm feeling a little bit like something could surprise me out of nowhere. I'm a Taurus sun, in case you're wondering. All right. So thank you for clicking here. If you are clicking here for the first time, welcome, 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 and welcome to this tribe. It is a really beautiful tribe. You'll see that when you get into the comments. See the beautiful people that hang out here. Yep, I love my job. So if you are someone who clicks here all the time, I appreciate you double, triple, fourple, quadruple, whatever it's called. Yep, I do. Thank you so much for clicking here and for liking and sharing. Please touch that like button if you are enjoying the programming here. Thank you so much. All right. What else should I tell you? Oh, yes, we do have private reads available still. Please look into the description. Look for the yellow dot. You'll have my email address there if you have any questions about the process when you book over at Wizio. All right. So we go from Aries to Pisces. That's what we're doing now. I've marked everything in the description for you. And you should just be able to scroll along this video and find what you need. But please, 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 please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. There are free natal charts all over the place. You can figure out how to read your natal chart enough to know what's going on. You just need your sun, moon, and rising. Right? Okay. Enough lecturing. Here we go. We're going to start with Aries. Aries, this is your sneak peek for this week. Aries, what is coming up for you? Aries. Aries. Sneak peek for this week for Aries. All right. Well, we won't put that back because it did fall out, but we're going to look right here. Very nice. The moon child, the two of swords, and the decision. The higher self is about to come into their manifestation, make a decision, either to begin to manifest. Someone's realized and made a decision. I have all the tools. I have all the tools to repair the heartbreak. The 1, 2, 3 swords is sticking out at me here. I have the tools to repair this, to heal it, to talk about it. Someone here has either had an awakening or is paying more attention to the higher self. And this does happen, you know, you just don't have all enlightenment when you first realize what's going on in the world. It takes some time. It takes ascension upon ascension upon ascension until you see things with clarity. Yeah. So there is someone here, Aries, I think it's you, that is fighting off some sort of a revelation. Maybe arguing with yourself just a little bit to make this decision this week. It is a decision regarding a manifestation of yours, Aries. So let's keep moving here and see what else we can find out. So whatever it is that you've been manifesting, it almost feels to me, Aries, like you're holding it off because it feels too good to be true. The moon child and the two of swords give me that. Maybe I'm being too hopeful. Maybe there really isn't a way out of here. Maybe it just stays at heartbreak. It's the cynic in you, and that's okay too, Aries. I've got one that's sticking out at us. Let's take it. Strength. So the universe is saying you're going the right way. I feel like somebody is standing down the road. I put my hand up to my mouth. You're going the right way is what I want to say. It's like somebody's calling to you, just telling you, keep moving. You're going the right way. And there's no time frame to get there, if there even is a destination. It just may be all about the journey. So I feel like you're fighting your courage is what you're doing. You are trying to, it feels like you're going back and forth in your energies. You now realize with the Moonchild energy and after connecting to yourself and knowing the higher self that you realize here that there is a decision that has to be made this week. But I feel like you're fighting yourself about it. Maybe it has to do with you feeling like you're in competition. You need strength for that. We could be, Aries, you could be thinking about a Leo, or you could have Leo in your own chart. We also have you right here, Aries. Well, you know, Aries, you and Taurus have been doing the tango for years, years and years. It's literally been years since I started reading on this platform, which wasn't very long ago, but years you've been doing this dance. It feels like you're trying to get some sort of strength from the higher self to be able to open up enough to a possibility that maybe we can move past the blockages, move past the heartache. I feel like you're trying to find the courage to find the higher self or allow the higher self to have a word with you. I feel like your higher self has always been there, but you've never really relied on it because you felt maybe it was frivolous. You know, maybe you're a person of science. Maybe you're like, I don't have faith. I need to see it first. I think for this time round, this week, I think you're relying heavily on a spiritual guide, being guided spiritually. Maybe you're tapping into your own roots of tradition. Maybe you have religion as a tradition in your family, a type of religion, whatever it is. And I feel like you are a traditionalist. I also feel like you're very grounded, and that's why you're beating yourself up about not moving forward sooner. But you know what else I think? I think you want a commitment with somebody. That's what I think is happening this week. And I think it has to do, I saw the 3 swords on these 2 cards very clearly, almost like right when I put them down. So it feels like it has to do with some sort of a broken heart. You're manifesting something here. Wow. Aries, you're in the thick of it. Wow. The Magician, Shadow Work, and the Hermit. You are in the thick of it. You're not fucking around. Nope, you're not. You're not screwing around. You're like, I mean business. I'm really with the major arcana here, right? Strength. You need to have strength. She's looking at the shadow work. I feel as though that there might be some spiritual roots or commitment issues. Maybe it derives from religion, but I feel like there is something here that you're trying to gain strength over, and I think it is trying to come out of this shadow work. Yeah, you need balance, and then you're going to go. It feels like this is the week that might be just a little bit tough for you. Now, understand, go look at, do a little bit of studying at what the astrologers are saying about your sign, how it's being affected by this full moon in the Leo energy. I think that's what we're looking at here. It feels like you are really contemplating exactly what it is that's way deep down. Why do I need this balance? Why do I need this person? We could be talking about someone who is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Cancer, but maybe you're feeling quite spiritual and quite grounded as well. It can be just an energy. It doesn't have to be a person. But I feel like this week, Aries, you're going through some pretty heavy duty levels of wisdom. I feel like we found a person here, or many, who are going to have an upgrade around the full moon. And I always say this, if I'm going to have an upgrade of any kind, it's going to always follow an eclipse or a full moon. All right, hang in there, Aries. Taurus, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, how are you, my Bolt gang? I am a Taurus Sun. If you are clicking here for the first time and you didn't know that, thank you so much for clicking here. Tauruses and cross watchers, let's take a look this week for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, look into how that full Leo moon is affecting you today, because I feel it. I am sort of in a no BS mood today. I'm just saying. That's the kind of energy that moon is giving me. It's like I'm really going over some details today of things in my head, conversations, stuff like that. Okay. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Judgment card in the reverse. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse in Taurus. It looks like there is a cynic among us. What Charlie just said, a cynic among us. Of course. Somebody is not or is not sure about putting in the work to have a new beginning. Somebody now has doubt. Where there was no doubt before, I feel there is some doubt. Oh, okay, understood. That's why I said that. Charlie said, remember, you're going over the details. And so, I do see the Judgment card as Virgo and Pisces, right? So Charlie just said, remember, Elsie, you're going over the details. So yeah, maybe the collective is going over the details, right? We're kind of wondering, maybe that relationship that we've been waiting on, or the person we've been waiting on, we're second guessing that now, right? We're kind of like, really? Is this what I want to do? Do I want to stay put? Do I want to not have victory? And, I feel like somebody is going, through an ego death. Yes, true enough. Yeah. Someone is going through an ego death, really going over, who am I? What makes me? Yeah. Sorry, just listening. It feels like you now feel as though you've had a change of mind. Maybe you misjudged a situation. Maybe it was never meant to come together. Maybe it was never meant to come together this way. It's like the Page of Pentacles is a release of energy for me as I'm feeling it right now. It's a release of, I've been standing right here, Elsie, with this pentacle for a very long time waiting for the new start. I want to invest in something and I want to make something materialize, but it's just not coming. I feel like that the Judgment card is the acceptance of it is what it is, right? You're going over the details of why you've been stalled or stuck for so long in this particular path for some of you, not all of you, of course. I feel like you are ready to close some sort of a painful cycle that you've been experiencing. I think that you have been holding this cycle open for a while, Taurus, and it's been hurtful. Yeah. There is a feeling of not wanting something to end completely, and that might be why Judgment is in the reverse. I do see it as sort of holding off the inevitable, because Judgment is inevitable. It feels like somebody's holding open a cycle, or it's maybe hopeful, but I feel like even though it's been completely silent and you're just left with your thoughts, you feel like there is just nothing's going to materialize in this situation. Okay. All right. Six of Wands. Somebody could be experiencing ego death, looking over themselves. What am I doing? Why am I acting this way? Why is that my pattern? Five of Swords. Fighting myself. Aries, I feel like you're fighting yourself. You're fighting the natural flow, is what I want to say. Somebody here is really fighting the natural flow. So I'm drawn to Charlie's pointing out the sword that's being sort of held up to this person at a distance here. And it feels like that's the one sword that is going to close this cycle. It's the sword of truth. Somebody wants answers, and they're willing to do whatever they need to do to get their answers. It feels like, yeah, this cycle needs to be closed. When the cycle is closed, I feel like you are... Somebody is... it feels like a fight with the ego. It feels like the ego wants to live. You want to drop the ego, but is it safe? I'm not sure. I'm going to get hurt. I need to close this chapter, though, or this cycle. I need to close the cycle. We've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's been keeping you up here, and it's been keeping you from your happiness, ultimately. The fact that you're so hard on yourself, Aries, is what... I'm sorry, Taurus. The fact that you're so hard on yourself, Taurus, is that... and if I've said Aries, you probably want to go back and watch their reading. But I feel like you want the happiness, but I feel like you're your own happiness stealer. And it seems like it's up in the mind that perhaps you live too much in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, or in the going over the details. Like you're the one that might keep old texts and go over the texts a little at a time. Or what did we really say in that conversation? Did I read it wrong? I feel like that energy is keeping you from your happiness. And it's the combative energy with the self, the Five of Wands, that's keeping you it's stuck here in the Seven of Wands, right? This combative energy with the self. I know that you want to be happy, but you can't get out of thinking about why this thing has not turned out the way you wanted it to turn out yet. Because you still have a knowing that it's supposed to turn out, right? Yeah. We've got the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Four of Wands is in the reverse. So I feel, Taurus, that you feel that when this thing does come together, because it looks like it is, you have a knowing. If you have Pisces energy, you have the knowing that there is going to be some sort of a meeting. But it feels like you went from the idea of maybe this is a union or a reunion of love to the Three of Pentacles. Maybe this is just a meeting. Maybe it's just closure. Maybe it's just, pentacles. There's no cups here, right? Except for the 9 cups, which you seem to be blocking yourself from. I don't really see anything else that's here. Why is nobody taking action? Need more clarity, not feeling enough. But we know each other well enough. It's the 6 of Cups is here. I really want to know you more, but I'm not feeling enough. Okay, so 2 and 1 is 3, and the 3 is over here. Somebody's going to decide to come in, very pentacle-like, very business-like. Let's have a meeting. You know what I mean? It's not going to be anything that is about cups. It's not going to be anything about cups. This person wants closure. Yeah, for some of you, that's it. It's just the person coming in for closure, coming in for a meeting, because I can't do the Ace of Cups, but I want to do the Ace of Swords. Now, for some of you, this is going to be transformational energy. It's not that this is not coming about. That's going to be for some of you. Some of you, it's just closure. It's not romantic. Others of you, I feel like something has ended here, so something has to begin. And what begins is brand new love and a brand new conversation. So just listening. Yeah, it's not time for the judgment. No, it's not. Right now, it looks like it's time for something new, is what I want to say. It's not time. And there is somebody here I feel that you want to close a cycle with, but the universe is saying, look, you can close the cycle if you want. Just pick up the Ace of Swords. Yeah, shut it down, because the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like somebody is just holding themselves in pain and anxiety about a past situation that they feel is not coming together. So what if it doesn't come together? Entertain that. If it doesn't, then what? Finish the sentence. Yeah. If it doesn't come together, I'm going to be just fine. You will, Taurus. All right, so lots of contemplation going on this week for you, Taurus. Lots of questions. More questions than answers, I feel. All right, Gemini, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, this sneak peek for this week. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, you know where to go. To the description, you'll find the yellow dot there. And my email address, should you have any questions about the process. All right, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. All right. Wow, a couple of 3s. 2 3s and a 4. You might want to Google that number. Pardon me. Might be an angel number, Gemini, cross watcher. 3 3 4. It means something. All the numbers do. Okay. So We have Three of Swords, we have Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. I'm scared for you too. I just heard I'm going to get my heart broke. And I just feel like I'm scared for you too because of all this Swords energy. I mean, it feels like you are coming to some really good resolutions, or you've come to some sort of agreement, or you see things clearer. I'm looking at the Four of Swords here, that you've come to some sort of a clarity while you've been silent with someone that I feel you still consider to be a partnership with. So for it feels like two people are apart, but they have been together. But I don't think it is necessarily in a romantic way. So because we have Swords here, we have Three of Swords, which is disappointment. Something didn't work out. This is, Swords are in the mind, right? It's not in the heart. It is something, doesn't have to be to do with the heart, but it will affect the body, right? Something here has gone on that has been really disappointing or hurtful. And you really want to meet about that, but it looks like nobody's talking to nobody. We might be talking to each other telepathically or in the 5D, but in the 3D, we want to have a meeting, but nobody's saying anything. It's just completely silent. And I think it's completely silent because there's a lot of secrets. It's like both parties feel disparaged by the other. They feel like everybody's blaming it on everyone else. They're the ones that are supposed to be calling me, or vice versa. I feel like all the parties are blaming each other. We have Seven Swords, and I feel like it feels like deception or trying to get away with something. We really should have a meeting or a gathering of information or minds here in the Three of Pentacles, get together and talk about it. But right now, nobody's talking. Like, I feel like this is very spotty to no contact here. Again, we have the Daughter of Cups here. So we've got the Page. Somebody is wanting to meet to talk about their feelings. It feels like somebody was either disappointed emotionally or disappointed in love. Someone is disappointed that they haven't yet received some sort of an emotional message from this person of the partnership, whoever that is with you, because it's been silent. Ten of Wands, I need to drop this energy. It's become very heavy. Burdens I'm carrying, I don't want to carry about this partnership anymore. For some of you, I feel that somebody's heart was broken. They, they were stabbed in the heart. That's what it feels like. Somebody here wants to talk about that. Somebody was hurt in love. But they really want to try a new passionate path, though. We've got the Daughter of Cups, which can be a surprise. It can be taking us back to a time when it was calmer. Let's interject or introduce a little bit of love energy or affection, and let's see what happens. So I feel like that's what the meeting ends up being about. Can we reconnect? Can we drop these burdens? Can we start again? Can we have, can we learn about each other and find out what we're both passionate about? Do you want a new start? Somebody here is single. Yeah, this person does want a new start. Yeah, I think they do, Gemini. So if you're wondering, this person does want a new start, and they do want to be the one to take action with you, is what I want to say. They understand that you are the person that makes them feel the most emotionally happy. You're the person who they are waiting for, the person they are waiting for in their lives. They're single, I think, Gemini, because they have a very high opinion of self. This person knows their worth. I feel like, and that would be a compliment to you if they want to come back to you or say sorry over a broken heart or something. I feel like that speaks to who you are, because I feel like this person here is really waiting for the right person. They're not headed out to the Two of Wands for, they're waiting here. Three Wands. They're not headed out to make a a quick decision, but they do want to take action. So this person might be someone who is, who you've always seen as the wish fulfillment, I think, and you want to work on it. Birds are in the air, lovers. I'm holding on to love, but it's hard. It hurts my heart. Somebody here is holding on. Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Be careful with your words. It feels like after some frustration, you're going to be able to start a new chapter here. I feel like it's important. The meeting is what you're supposed to know this week. We got the Father of Swords, so there is going to be some communication, possibly, a little bit harsh and very truthful. There's going to be a lot of clarity, but it might be tough. This, for some of you, is not going to go off this week. This communication or this meeting is not going to go off this week, I feel. But I do feel this week that you are going to come to a realization that's enough. Enough silence. I have to talk to this person. I got to drop the burdens. And I want to talk to them and find out what's going on in their head. What I want to tell you, Gemini, either it's you or them, somebody here is holding out for what they want. They're not quick to jump into a relationship. They're far too logical for that. Yeah. So that's why it's showing up as not the Three of Cups, but the Three of Pentacles, because somebody here is about to be quite logical and honest with you about how they feel about the connection with you. All right. Cancer, this is you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Appreciate you if you'd give me a thumbs up or at least give me some communication in the comments. I'd love to see who you are. Cancer, I'm trying to get more acquainted with the Cancer tribe. So if you do have it in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, I would love to get to know you a little better. That's how these readings become a little more detailed. That's how I get your energy, okay? Here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. Sneak peek for this week for Cancer. Okay. All right. Queen of Wands, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. Cancer, you're still holding out for hope that there is an opportunity here to heal something. You could be dealing with someone who is the Queen of Wands. So someone who is the Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Fire and water, of course, is Temperance. So they could have Sagittarius in the chart, but we do have Aquarius here. I think that what is on top of your mind is the healing. Is the healing of some sort of opportunity. Just listening. The opportunity was moving too slow. You weren't ready. The person wanted you to move quicker than you wanted to move. Understood. So there's been some time that has passed, is what I want to say. That you really want to go back for the opportunity. You want to take the opportunity back to possibly the Queen of Wands. Or possibly it's just to someone that you really admire, someone who's standing in their power. It doesn't have to be a person. It can definitely just be the energy. Maybe you love the energy of another Cancer, but, or maybe of an Aquarius, but this person seems to be, this could be in their rising, right? One of the fire signs could be in their rising as well. Yeah, you're attracted to this person, though. And I feel like you want to heal something, that there is some sort of an opportunity that you want to move quicker. It almost feels like you feel that they are the ones that have stalled all of this. That maybe what's between the opportunity and the person that you want could very well be healing. We have to heal individually before we can come together. And that's a lot of the times why a relationship can fail, because we haven't healed sufficiently before we came into this relationship. But it's usually a cycle thing, right? We constantly are doing the same cycle. But we have the Hanged Man energy, which I think is going over ways in which, why you're hopeful that you think that you can heal this thing. It's got to be with words. It's got to be with your smarts. I just don't think that you can stop thinking about it. It feels like really fixed energy that you can't stop thinking about it. You could be, the opportunity here could be with someone who's an earth sign or a Pisces, or it could be someone that you feel really connected to energetically. Cancer, I think you want this whole thing to move quicker, but it feels like this person is the one who's kind of stalling the whole situation, or you feel like they are. You want the new start this week. You want to open a new chapter with this person, and you'd like it to happen sooner than later. You feel like it's a risk somehow. That going at it any quicker would be a risk, but it almost feels like it's a risk you're willing to take because you think it might make this person more interested. You could be dealing with someone who is Cancer, who is Pisces, who is Aquarius. We've now got fixed energy here. So we've got Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. And I'm noticing the sun because it looks like the sun almost is behind the moon on this. I know that's supposed to represent Jupiter, but it almost looks like the sun is behind the moon to me. The sun's got the moon's back. Why is that? Because it can't be dark all the time. Okay, just messages I'm getting. It can't be dark all the time. The sun has got the moon's back. Because without the sun, the moon couldn't shine, right? Anyways, so we are talking about, I feel, Cancer, that it could be something that you want to get some stability on. You want stability. I feel like the person that you are interested in, you're really attracted to them, not only because they're beautiful, maybe they're beautiful and attractive, but this person is also very smart. They're highly intelligent and they love to dote on people, and they are very balanced within their own energy. I feel that you see this person as lucky, or that you see them as having everything that they need, or always being blessed. Or this person, I think that the reason you see them that way is because you see the abundance they have. And I think that this person works really hard for it. There's no luck involved. This person works really hard for it. But this person is someone you haven't been talking to, but someone you have been manifesting. I think that you see that this person has a lot of abundance or opportunity, and I feel like you're trying, this guy's looking straight at the cup here. I feel like you're trying to manifest love with this person. That might be the opportunity here, but you're worried, you're scared about it. You're not saying anything. No, you're holding on tight and you're silent. Who's this person? This is someone you want a commitment with. Someone who gave you some harsh words, I believe. Someone who maybe you feel has left you behind. You want to fight for the 10 of Cups with this person. The Empress. That's why you're so attracted, right? It's the energy on the inside and the outside. The Queen of Pentacles does mimic the Empress energy. She's the one that's always manifesting the Empress energy. She's living as though she already has it. She's living as though she already has, all the wisdom of the Empress. Yeah. This person, I feel, is someone that you want to repair things with. We've got the moon on the bottom of the deck. It feels like it's the energy is heavy for you. You feel regretful that you may have let someone go prematurely, or maybe you were just scared of the justice, scared of the karma that might come. I feel like, this person gives you balance, but they also worry you. It feels like it's a little bit of worrying, because you don't know them well enough. Yeah. Cancer, you just don't know them well enough. You're trying to find the courage to face the 5 of Cups. I think you just want balance with this person, but you don't know if you're ever going to get it. So there's a lot of thinking going on this week for you is what I want to say. You're trying to convince yourself to go back for the Empress, I feel. All right. Leo, here we go. This is you, Leo. Sneak peek for this week, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look into the description. You will find the yellow dot. Has my email address by it, and also the link to Wizio if you'd like to book. Email me. I like me a good email if you have any questions about the process. All right. Here we go, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, the moon is in your sign today. How you feeling? Tell me in the comments, please. If you are a Leo sun, I'd be interested to know how this moon is affecting you. Tell me how you're feeling. All right, here we go, Leo. Sneak peek for this week for Leo, please. All right. We have the Six of Wands. Well, first of all, we have the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands. 446. That might be significant to someone. Leo, you're in contemplation here. You are in contemplation. Trying to figure the best path to victory is what I want to say. Yeah. It feels like this is Six of Wands is the card of Leo. The Four of Cups. I feel like you're silent right now is what I want to say. That there's silence. There's the Four of Swords as well. So, it feels like you're trying to heal something emotional. You're thinking. It's not. Somebody has offered you their affection and you're not sure how to deal with it. And so you're dealing with it with silence. But I don't think you mean it in any terrible way. The silence, I feel like you're just taking your time to think things over. Do I want this victory? I've been hurt a lot in the past. I've been through the war. I've been through the fight. And here I am, and I'm standing again, and I'm finally healing myself, and now here comes somebody who's offering me a cup. The Four of Cups, right? And I think that you are, although in contemplation about the fourth cup, you're kind of, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it quietly. Is this my Nine of Cups? Is this Empress really mine? Okay. So Leo, it's almost a feeling of, is this too good to be true? Because I've been at this threshold before, right? Anyone who's ever been in a relationship that ended up imploding terribly knows that it starts out in the most wonderful way. All relationships do, until we really get to know each other. So I see your hesitation, Leo, and I get it. And guess what? You should probably go do a little bit of studying about how this energy is affecting you as a Leo sun or moon rising or Venus, Jupiter. But specifically as a sun, I feel like what I've been studying is true. Yeah, this is the energy. The energy of, is it too good to be true? Do I really need it? Is this what I want? Do I want victory with the Empress? I'm not really sure. Thinking about what really does make you happy emotionally. And should you give that cup back? He's offering up a cup. Should you give that cup back to the person? Like, should you give them emotion as well? Should you fill up a cup and offer? This person is seeing you as very emotionally detached at this time, Leo. But I feel like, pardon me, this person's really happy. Leo, this Empress is really happy and has a lot of her or his own victories in their life. This person is standing in their power. This person is someone who, I think the Empress is the one that offered you emotion. I feel like you're questioning it or just not running at it as quickly as you might. Really going into contemplation, and bravo to you, because so many people skip that step. Let's just be apart from each other for a bit. No to codependency. We don't need to be in each other's faces all the time. I feel like you're coming to your own conclusion, graduating from the 9 to the 10. And I think that you feel that emotional happiness is what the Empress is. That's what the Empress feels like to you. And I think we're looking at the Empress because she is someone who is very, you know, she likes to dote. She is a mother. She is a father. She is the person who is very well-rounded and who is also the spiritual teacher, right? The High Priestess is here. So your person could be someone who is the Empress. They could be in childbearing years. They don't have to be. Some people Empress up late in life. The High Priestess is someone who is the light worker, the healer. She is very connected to the universe. So your person might be the Empress and the High Priestess. We could have someone literally who is Empressed up later in life, but is already the High Priestess. This person loves family energy. They like to be in a family way. They like to dote. The 9 of Wands. You're scared of this person because they're so deep. Because they're so deep, it's almost like they pierce you with their eyes, or it's something to do with eyes. I'm seeing someone with brown eyes, really big brown eyes. And I don't know if they're feminine or masculine, I'm going to be honest, but they do look very soft and they have very long lashes. So they do... I'm fighting within the self. Understood. Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to go any quicker than you want to go. 4 of coins. Okay, so you're not really sharing anything right now, and justice is here. So I feel as though you are... you feel like there is competition for this person, or they could be dating someone else or seeing someone else. You're holding on to the hope that you're going to get justice, I feel. The High Priestess is someone who is silent. So maybe you're silent with this person right now because you're in deep contemplation about what to do next. Tell me what's going on in the 4 of Swords. In the 4 of Swords, we have the King of Cups, we have the Fountain in reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you're feeling like you don't want to do it. You're feeling like, I'm not really sure. There's love staring me in the face here. The King of Cups. I feel like you are thinking about your emotions while you're in the 4 of Swords. This is the Fountain Tarot, and this is having hope or seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or you know, the fountain, right? When you think about a fountain, you think about how good it sounds. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel as though you're not, you know, there's no anxiety. It's a beautiful place. You feel relaxed there. The fountain, though, when it's in the reverse, really is about, I'm not really sure if these are real feelings, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. I think you're not really sure if these are real feelings, or if it's... Yeah, you're not really sure if these are real feelings. You're not sure if it's real feelings that you're feeling here. It says 10 of Coins and the Knight of Coins. This is what you've been waiting for. The long-term relationship is here. It's been a long time coming, and maybe you just didn't think, you thought that you'd be further along in your healing. You thought you would have moved along further in your healing from the chaos to the calm before this person showed up. But guess what? Yeah, here they come, right? Or it feels like that person to you. Temperance. Everything is coming together in divine timing to give you balance. I feel like this is the real deal. Leo, if you're wondering if this person is the real deal, I think they are, coming up as the 9 of Cups and the Empress. We have 7 of Cups, and you have a lot of options. So you need to decide what you want to do. You have a lot of opportunity in emotional things, and you just need to decide what it is that you want to do from here. Your decision, right? All right, it is time for Virgo. Give me just one moment here. Virgo, how are you? Thank you so much for coming here, for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Thanks for doing that. If you could reach out and give me a thumbs up, we're trying to attract more Virgo energy here to 10 of Cups Tarot. It'd be really helpful if you would do that. If you are a Virgo and you have a Virgo placement in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, please let me know in the comments. I love to be there. I want to know who you are. I want to see your name. I like to just connect to people here. That's what I do. You're important to me. That's why I'm here. All right, here we go, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo, please. This is a sneak peek for this week for Virgo. Virgo. Okay. we've got the King of Stars. This in this deck. The stars are pentacles. So we're starting off with the King of Pentacles, which is predominantly masculine energy, but also has feminine energy. So whether you are feminine or masculine, the King of Pentacles is someone who's grown up, right? It's the most grown of all the kings, the one that's the most balanced. You know, the one who wants to be a father or mother, the one who is really good at doing that, but also really good at attracting opportunity. This is the most responsible of the kings. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Interesting. So, Virgo, it feels like as someone who attracts opportunity all the time, you are someone who ends up with a lot of emotional opportunity, I feel. But in that, it almost feels like there's competition for your time or competition for you. I don't think that you like that there's competition, but I do feel that you're not mad at it, is what I'm going to say, Virgo. You're not mad at it. You're not mad that people are vying for your attention, or that people are attracted to you or love your energy. You're not someone who's going to apologize for that. No, for sure not. Five of Wands in the reverse. It feels like you're no longer going to beat yourself up about stuff that it's just not that important. Wait, is that the 5? Sorry, guys. I think I'm reading it wrong. Four of Wands in the reverse. Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Four of Wands in the reverse. You want to get out of a relationship. Because it still goes down to the competition. Okay. Thank you so much. And it feels like it still comes down to the competition. Yeah. Four of Wands is in the reverse. Your relationship is breaking. You feel like it is breaking. And you have a lot of emotional opportunities. And so it feels like, yeah, opportunity is what it's about, right? You know, and the thing is the Four of Wands stands here in the Seven of Moons, and I don't know that you're necessarily sad about it. It's like you've been seeing it coming, rolling at you slowly. I'm just seeing a snowball roll down a hill. Of course, I'm in the winter, right now. But it gets bigger and bigger, right, as it rolls down the hill. That's how you make snowman. Yeah. So it feels like you are going to make a decision based on one of these other opportunities or emotions. You're going to change up the cup, I think. You've been thinking about this for a long time, about closing the cycle. We have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. 10 Swords is the closing of the cycle. So it feels like you are wanting to, not wanting to, I'm going to say that there's a relationship that has died, or a relationship that has not worked out for you, or is currently not working out for you. And you are currently and constantly, it feels, up in your head about what to do about it. I think you are coming to a conclusion, or going to make a decision, some of you, to just end the cycle and go with one of the other emotional opportunities, because you think that leads to the Ten of Cups. Closing the cycle, you feel, is going to lead to the Ten of Cups. And when we see the Ten of Cups, we know that the Ace is near, right? We're beginning a new cycle because we've just closed one. It's the same with the Eight of Swords. The Ten of Swords here. Right, it comes to an end, and then we're at the Ace of Swords. And so it feels like you are communicating with other people already about what you're going to do when you leave this relationship. It's almost like you're trying to plan your way out. Nine of Moons. It feels like you found somebody who's making you really emotionally happy. It's not the relationship that you're in right now. I'm going to tell you that. You're not happy there. But it also feels like you see the Ten of Cups in the distance. You want to be happier than you are now, whether you're at the 7 or wherever you are. You want to be happier than you are now. The Nine of Moons tells me that the decision is going to be based on your wish fulfillment. That you'll be closing the cycle because you know your wish fulfillment, it needs to be fulfilled, right? You must have it. You're not telling somebody, or you're keeping a secret, or keeping quiet about it. There's somebody here that you're not telling, You're not telling them what's going on. Seven of Swords is a little bit of deceit, right? You're not telling this person you've already made this decision. You're not going to tell them. And if you haven't made it yet, you're not going to tell them when you do. I think it's just going to be a clean break. It feels like somebody is in a relationship where they feel they are no longer in love. The Lovers is here. We're no longer in love. I'm really questioning as to whether this person is my soulmate or if I should be with this person forever. I'm really, really questioning it. It's leading you to take advantage of possibly an invitation that's been given to you. It feels a bit like, I wonder if I should go. You're still not sold on the whole idea that maybe this is completely over. But I don't feel you're happy there. No. We've got the Page of Pentacles. You could be suffering financial issues. Four of Moons. But you're holding on to a brand new start here. It feels like somebody is in a relationship they know is over. Why is it over? Ace of Moons. Because it's unrequited love. We're no longer in love. Because it's Ten of Wands. I'm tired of carrying this burden. Because it's King of Moons. I have big love to give. And the Eight of Stars, because I've been working on myself. So you might be in a situation where you're in a relationship where you've decided to grow and change, and the person that you're with has decided not to. Yeah, you're off to look for other happiness here. So Virgo, I think this might be the week that you make the decision to put on your crown, and really go out there and communicate with the person I think that you're going to go towards, is what I think. Two of Wands, Queen of Moons. Yeah, there's your soulmate. So there's some sort of person here that you feel is your soulmate, that is treating you with love and kindness. You want to talk to that person, and you're making a decision to, I feel, maybe go to see that person. The Chariot and the Six of Wands. Yeah, you want victory and you want it now. So I think this is the week that you decide, that you make your final decision about what you're going to do about the relationship situation that you're in. Is it going to work out or is it not? Are you leaving or are you not? All right, Libra, this is you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, Libra? I hope you're well. Happy Monday to you. I am here to read for this week, your sneak peek for this week, Libra and Crosswatcher. Welcome. We've got Dominion, which is the Two of Wands in this deck. So we've got the Two of Wands. What else do we have here? Sorry, the writing is really small. It's the Seven. Success unfulfilled, it says. Yeah, still growing. It's not quite fulfilled yet. Somebody's thinking about going on an adventure. You're manifesting adventure or trying to find out what is out there, being positive, feeling like there is something out there for you and that you should go chase it. We have the Ten of Swords. A cycle is changing. You could be changing. Maybe it's the end of the thoughts. It's the end of the thoughts that were holding you back, because the two of Wands tells me that you have new passion for something. He's holding the world in his hands, and you're feeling like upbeat and positive about something, like that there could be change. You're going to make a decision about something, about going back around and talking to someone that maybe you feel that it's completely over with you and them. I think you're making a decision, Two Swords, to move fairly quickly, to go back to a situation that you feel needs to be revisited. It's like it's the judgment that happened at the time you're not happy with. You want to talk about it. You need some clarity. Someone might have judged you and you're wondering why. It looks like it's not a communication that was ever had between you. But what I want to say, first of all, is that it wasn't growing. Somebody here feels like the communication was bad, or that there isn't anything growing here. Tell me about judgment for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, you're taking a risk to go see someone because you feel like you can open a new chapter if you can just reach them. If you can reach them spiritually or physically. It feels like you have hope that this can open up or begin again. It has ended, though, is what I want to say. There was an ending here that you weren't happy with, that felt deceitful to you. There you are. Libra is going to take the leap, or wanting to open a new chapter. The Princess of Swords is the page. So you've been watching this person. You've been watching them to figure out what you should do. There's the decision. 2 swords again, right? Coming up side by side like they did here. So it feels like you need some justice or some balance. It feels like you've been watching somebody here. You'd rather speak to them, but I feel like the cycle is closed and there's been no communication. I feel like your desire is Charlie just said replant the foundation. So it feels like you want to make sure it's done right this time. It feels like maybe I'm looking at a house that has a basement and the walls are crumbling on one side, or the cement is coming away, and it feels as though it could have been built differently. I think you're ready to build it differently because you've had time in justice by yourself. Princess of Swords tells me you're probably watching someone, right? Maybe you're spending time alone, trying to learn things, trying to be happier, trying to find happiness, and stand on your own 2 feet. So it feels like you are getting clarity about why this cycle did close, but you don't want to let it go. It feels like you actually want to charge in and get more clarity and speak to this person, get some truth from them to find out why they felt though it wasn't growing. I think your person is full of wisdom. I think that they have a lot of wisdom when it comes to how to keep balance in the midst of heartbreak. Your person feels like this person values the time that they spent with you, Libra. Even though it ended in heartbreak, it feels like this person really sees the wisdom and the value of the time that they spent with you. We've got the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So it feels like you want to have communication with this person about the situation to get the truth or the clarity that you need. I think you're going to try and communicate with them. And I feel like this person is someone that you've known for a long while. Maybe someone that you want to take a gift to. This person you have history with, you have nostalgia with, and I think that you want to talk about that. It's like you want to bring the nostalgia to the front so we can talk about judgment. Is there anything left here? Because the universe is saying you've got a shot. If you want to do it, the shot is yours. We've got 9 of Cups that's come out in the reverse, though. Is this my wish fulfillment? I don't know. Is the love all poured out? Is there any emotion here? There's lots of questions when the 9 of Cups shows up in the reverse, right? Lots of questions, lots of feelings. I think you want to talk to this person that you have nostalgia with. You want to talk to them about feelings, but you haven't been speaking with them at all. 5 of Swords or 5 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords tells me that it's been completely quiet. Someone needs to make a decision to contact the other. So this week you might be making that decision, Libra. This might be the week for some of you, or your person to contact you. All right, Scorpio, here you are. Here I am. How are you, my friend? Hope you are well. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Thanks so much for reaching out and giving me a thumbs up, or contacting, or both contacting me in the comments. I go through all the comments. I love to see who you are and who you're talking to and how you're feeling. You don't have to share every detail. You can just share an emoji just so I know you're there. All right. Scorpio, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, what is the energy for Scorpio this week, please? Okay. All right, Scorpio. We're looking at the Four of Wands, the World, and the Page of Swords. So it feels like something is over. Yeah, you feel like it's over. It's on your mind. I feel like in your mind it's over. It's done. Yeah, we're not going back there. I don't think this is going to work out. But the truth of the matter is the only reason that the universe ends one thing is so something else can begin again. So I feel like the Page of Swords is here to say even though you said, okay, this is over, that's it. This isn't gonna work out. Yeah, it's the Ten of Swords. I feel hurt. There's no communication. It's very silent around here. I don't think that it's the Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't think that we're going to be able to talk, but I think that you're I don't know who you're trying to convince, because it's not me. Maybe you're trying to convince the self. I'm not convinced of it. I feel like you still have feelings of love for this person, that you keep saying that, yeah, I've closed the door on it. I've made a major closure in my life, but why are you watching then? We know you're watching. Yep. Whatever they'll give you. The stories, the profile picture if it changes, right? We have the Six of Wands and the King of Cups. Oh, you're watching because I think you're ready to move forward to love. I think that this person that you keep saying that the cycle is closed on, or the chapter, I think you're liar pants on fire, Scorpio. That's what I want to say. The Six of Wands here tells me different. It says that, maybe you're on a little bit of a high horse, thinking that this person that thinks that you're a bag of chips and all of that, but maybe you are, right? I'm just saying. I like me some Scorpio energy. The King of Cups is you, right? Scorpio. Yep. Also in a general reading, Pisces and Cancer, it's water energy, right? So it's things that are going on in the heart space. I really feel as though you're coming in for a victory in love. You're watching this person for that reason. Now, we could be looking at this another way. The Four of Wands showing up with the World card could mean divorce. Maybe you are divorced. Maybe you've had a relationship that has come to an end, and maybe that's why you're watching someone. But it feels like something has come to an end. Okay, sure. We've got the Two of Swords, and we've got the Nine of Wands. So the reason that you haven't made a decision just yet is because you're feeling wounded. It feels like, you've been at this place before. I'm looking into the past. This person's looking into the past, and that's where all these wands were created, right? Was in the past. But we have 6 and 4, which is 10. I feel like you're going to realize that you can drop the heaviness of the situation, that sometimes because we can't make a decision, it tends to weigh on us heavily. But it is time for you to close the chapter. It's time for you to not only close the chapter, but drop the burdens too. You're still carrying around the wounds. Yeah. It's like a decision to be the wounded warrior. You're sort of identifying yourself by your scars and your wounds. We have the Judgment card. We have the Hierophant. Interesting. So I feel as though there is something here. The Judgment card indicates that something is going to rise again. Something that you thought was dead and gone, something you thought had completely ended, is about to You know, the universe is about to give you another choice, right? This is coming at you, whatever this judgment is, whether it's somebody coming back from the past or whether you're the person that's going back to someone else or wanting to make a judgment, wanting to make conversation. Somebody here is feeling hurt because they thought that it was dead and gone. But honestly, the Hierophant tells me that there is some sort of spiritual resurrection here. It's like you two go to your own corners and we end up growing spiritually. And so we're very much connected, even more connected than we used to be, Scorpio. It feels like you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with another water sign. Could be dealing with a fixed sign, of which you are one, right, Scorpio? You could also be dealing with Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. You didn't want to get divorced because it was a break in the tradition of your family. And it really hurt you because you didn't want to be the person who broke the tradition in your family. I feel it also gave you a different outlook on religion. This marriage that came apart, the divorce that happened, I believe that it's given you a very different outlook on religion, spirituality. You feel like those are all rules and regulations that are created to break the heart. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't, yeah, you get to believe what you want to believe. Yep. All feelings are valid. 7 of Wands. It's left you stuck. Yeah. There is something here. I keep going back to the Judgment card. The Judgment card and the 9 of Wands. It feels like you have a fear that you're going... It's the fear of breaking tradition. Is what I think it is. You feel that if you go, oh, you're a fixed sign. Okay. Charlie just said, yeah, you're a fixed sign. You don't want, once you put the line in the sand, you don't want to go over it. You don't want to go back over it, right? Yeah. That's what it is. It's through tradition of Scorpio being a fixed sign. I made the decision already, Elsie. I'm not going back. Well, guess what? 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands. The joke's on you because like now you got yourself stuck. Yeah. 10 of Wands again. Look, 9 of Wands here, 10 Wands here, 10 Wands here. Drop those burdens. It's time to heal. Yeah, this week is the time for you to heal. Time for you to go into hermit mode. It's time for you to spend some time by yourself and think about exactly what you want. Who do you want to invest in? Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. Who do you want to invest in? I believe you want to invest in this person whose energy is poking you in the side of the head right now because of the Judgment card. I feel like that's what that is. I feel like you are going into hermit mode so you can think about who you are going to choose as your lover. And the Ace of Pentacles is here to say that when you come out, you're going to be ready to invest. 5 of Swords. Yeah, we're going to fight for it this time. So I think that this is the week that you make the decision about the person that you've been thinking about for a while. And we've been talking about it, right? That's the person that you are going to approach this week. Or that person's going to approach you. And if you're not, it's likely it's not your reading. All right. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, I'm here to do your sneak peek for the week. How are you? Hope you're well, Saggies. And if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Go look for the yellow dot in the description. You will find my email address there too. Always welcome an email. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Sag for this week, please. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sneak peek for this week. Sagittarius, there is some passion coming your way, some passionate messages. So here we are, right? We are, I believe, at the 6th today. And for those of you who are into the Hallmark holiday of Valentine's Day, right? We could be reading for that energy around that time. It is, you know, it's not just that day. It's just a month of love, really. People having it on the mind, which is kind of good. I love that people have that love energy at the top of mind. But what I think is that you're going to get some sort of passionate communication, is what I think. It is from someone that makes you emotionally happy. Someone might ask you to go out on a date. There is Perhaps there is a soul tribe here or a soul group. They might be inviting you out to partake in some sort of a gathering of people that you really get and that really get you, heart space people, right? I think there is a fear. There's a fear of sending the message to you, I feel. The devil is here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to be. Could be fire sign or earth sign as well, or water sign as well. But I feel like the devil here is just lending a little bit of attention to this message that's coming in. It feels like the person who is going to contact you, Sagittarius, is someone who is light and fun and free. They could be younger than you. They don't have to be. But even if they are the same age as you or older, this person is very vibrant and happy and lighthearted. They are the kind of person that you'd want to take out to a social event. Yeah. They are the social one, the social butterfly. You have been waiting for this communication for a very long time, Sagittarius. It's left you stuck. It's left you stuck in a place of... it made you love yourself. You're stuck in this spot. Well, you know, it feels like it's energy of standing my ground. I just have to stand my ground. I have to be connected to my heart space. It feels like this person, when they communicate with you, it just shakes you out of your tree. Yeah. It feels like this Knight of Pentacles on this particular card is dragging along 10 Pentacles. Pentacles are years, y'all. This could be something that's coming together after a very long time, or communication. This person is really scared that it's taken so long for communication that you just might not be open to it. You might just be standing your ground. Look, I'm in my own space. I'm in my own pink bubble. I'm good and I don't need you. So it feels like somebody here, there is fear that it's been too long since we had a conversation or since I contacted you. But there is going to be communication. 7 Wands, and the one that the page holds is 8. So there is going to be some sort of fast-moving energy communication of some kind. And you've been waiting on it years. Yeah. We've got the Queen of Wands. This person is very attractive. They're very attracted to you. Their energy is undeniable, is what I'm going to say. When you connect with this person, Sagittarius, this person is either Leo or Sag, I believe. They could be an Aries, of course, but they're another fire sign, Sag. So you and them are just going to click immediately. Yeah. This person's at the crossroads. They've been enlightened. They've learned how to live a little lighter. Like this person, when you saw them last, which I think was years ago, they might have been a really heavy, serious energy. They could be in this, this energy of grounded, stuck to the earth sort of energy, moving really slowly, a little bit cynical, but very practical. But I think that this person's coming in with a very different energy this time. I think that when they communicate with you, it's going to be all about fun and frolic. Yeah, it's going to be about being lighthearted. Let's not get into this heavy place again. You don't trust them. Oh, Sag, you don't trust them. And only because it goes from silence to, hey, Sag, how the heck are you? What's up? And you're like, wait, what? What? That's what it feels like. Okay, what's going on now? So it's been silent. There's been no communication, but there's always been the intention of communication. More than 1/7 to me is something that's going to go off that you feel is pretty lucky. I don't believe in luck. I don't subscribe to it. It's too chaotic, but it is, I feel that you feel this is the person that connects with you is someone that you felt that this person left you behind. Yeah. You felt that this person left your friendship in the dust. This person has been thinking about you nonstop, obsessively even. Keeping them up at night. Can't stop thinking about the future with you or the past. They're not really sure. They're kind of unsure about whatever is going on here. They're scared it's going to be a tense situation, that there's going to be harsh words. They know you don't trust them. Sag, they know you don't trust them. Knight of Wands. Because this person is someone who, I feel the relationship that you have with them has been kind of spotty at best. For some of you, it's someone who keeps coming to you for passion, leaving and coming and going, coming and going. But I feel like you're okay with that. That's what you feel like you signed up for. For others of you, that's not what you signed up for. And it feels like it really bothers you that you think that this person can just kind of call you up and say, hey, can I come on in for Knight of Wands kind of fun? Take you out, wine you, dine you, get a little affection. So it feels like it's almost, it feels like a decision that's hard to make for you, Sagittarius, as to whether you even want this energy in your energy anymore. I think you're stuck here. I think you're stuck looking at the nostalgia that you have with this person or the memories from the past. And you're wondering, this person's coming to me now. I feel like it was the other way around before. I feel like I said that because it was the other way around before. But you thought that this was done. You thought it was over. I think there's still lingering feelings here. There's still passion. It feels like every time this person leaves your life, it's like they come into your life and they spray happiness and sunshine all over the place, and then they leave. And you think it's done, it's over. But then they come back again. Oh, but this time maybe they're coming back a little more spiritual. This time they might be coming back for commitment. Yes. When they come back this time, it might be for commitment. King of Wands is here is Leo. Got the 9 of Cups. And you know what, y'all? We've got this Leo moon going on. Leo is in constant contemplation. What do I do now? What's the next step? And I feel like the answer is found in the Queen of Pentacles. I feel very grounded. This is a good decision. I think this is the right thing to do. The 9 of Cups is here. It is my happiness. It does feel happy. King of Wands is here. I'm really attracted to this person. They're really attracted to me. It feels like somebody here is thinking in terms of commitment as they come towards you here. Tell me what the toxicity is here. So the problem is that we have closed the chapter already, right? We've closed, not the chapter, but the cycle. We've closed the cycle already. I mean, which is good because we close the 10, we get to the ace, and then we can talk again. But the 6 of Pentacles, it says here, is in the reverse. It feels like you think that they're lying, that they're either dating someone else, or I think that's what the 7 of Swords is. You feel like they're giving to other people. They're not giving anything to you, or they're not giving you as much, or maybe they're just not on the level with you. The 5 of Wands tells me that you think that they're dating other people because there's competition in reciprocity that you think needs to come to an end. I think that, Sag, you think it's toxic because you think that this person has something else going on. I don't think that they do. I think that this person is actually struggling within divorce, or they're struggling to understand the 4 of Wands. Somebody here wants to maybe doesn't have a very good outlook on marriage or living together. This person's been burned before. So this is someone who's really hurt, right? Someone who wants the 10 of Pentacles, but quickly moves away, I feel. It's like, I want it, I don't want it, I want it, I don't want it. This person is trying to move away from the thought of, maybe I don't need a family. Maybe I just need passion, right? Be careful with that because they're coming in as the Knight of Wands over here. I think you need to get the answer. This person, I feel, is coming to you to let you know that they have a lot of feelings for you, Sag. And it's going to be your decision, of course. But I think that where the problem is right here is that you don't trust them. You might have respect for them. You might have feelings for them. You might have, love for them, but you do not respect or you do not trust them. And without trust, all of that other shit doesn't matter. Make sure you're checking in with your heart. Do you trust them or do you not? All right, that's what's going on for you this week, Sag. Ooh. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, I'm just going to get a little bit of water. It's been a bit of a marathon. How are you, Caps? Hope you're well. My grounded cousins, I hope that things are going well for you this week. Let's take a look at your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The sneak peek for this week for Capricorn, please. What's going on with Capricorn? Energy for Capricorn this week, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, Capricorn. So lots of confusion here. It feels like communication has been sort of confusing for you. There's a lot of communication. It's quick communication, fiery communication. I believe that you're in some sort of a relationship where the communication is very confusing. You're not really sure what they mean. I'm not really sure what they want from me. They don't really communicate with me any other way than fiery. And so it could be passion, but for me, I feel it feels different to me. It feels like somebody is really harsh with somebody, or that we're getting fast information to and from, but it's confusing me. You're not being very clear. There's no swords. It's all emotions, right? It's all feelings that what we're doing here. The Four of Wands is someone has become confused about the connection that they're in. It's like this person is, it almost feels like it's a battlefield of words, and it feels like you are feeling confused about the connection. Yep. Communication. 8 swords. And the Judgment. We're back here again. Yeah, that's what Charlie just said. We're back here again. It feels like you keep like you break up, or you say, fine, then this is over. I want the divorce, or I want you to move out. And then we go back to it again. We get back into the relationship where we're confused and we're not really communicating very well. I think that there's a lot of silence sometimes with your person, and you don't know what they mean. You can't feel what they feel. You feel very confused by the fact that this person doesn't really give you many words, and when they do, they're very critical, or maybe you're self-critical. Maybe you are projecting that onto them, and you see them as being critical of you because you're critical of you. It's one of the two. So we have Judgment here. We have the Four of Wands. So I feel like we're confused about what we want for our home, for our family, for our Four of Wands. But it's either silence. It's like this. It's either completely silent because of the 8 of Swords, or it's the 8 of Wands. It's like there's no in between. It's like rapid fire or silence. It's like we're arguing, or we're completely silent with each other. But we keep agreeing to keep trying again, trying again. And we keep reinvesting. So it feels like a relationship that is kind of on again, off again emotionally. I'm not going to say, like, there's nobody moving out, nobody getting divorced. It feels like some of you are headed for that. If you don't get the communication down between the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Wands, if you don't find the happy ground in the middle of that, that's going to wear you down to a nub. Yep. And before you know it, you're out. I feel like right now you see the value in this relationship and you want to keep trying. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to keep trying. It's like you keep trying, Capricorn, you keep trying to renew the connection. I keep getting heartbroken, but I keep trying to start again. I keep getting, we go from, it can't be over. I can't let it be over. It can't be done. It's like somebody here, it's like the universe is saying, look, you can keep going at it if you want. You can keep going back and back again if you want. But the truth of the matter is the Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords is here. Every time you begin brand new, you reinvest yourself, you do get heartbroken. It's somebody here doesn't want to let go to a relationship that sounds quite toxic. We've got the King of Cups because you're the one that's in love. So you're the one that has a lot of feeling. You're the one that feels the deepest in the relationship, and you really do have a depth of love for the person that you're in the relationship with. What you want is balance. Some of you want to get married, and I feel like, this is the 4 of Wands is let's move in, let's start planning our life, and then Justice to me is the marriage. So it feels like somebody wants justice and love, and to them, justice and love is marriage. And I think that's what you're looking for. But we're not talking about it. Everybody's quiet. We're not sharing our feelings. And I'm holding on to this thought really, really tight, and be careful of that, because the 4 of Pentacles I see as your admittance to the universe that you don't trust them. You don't trust God. You don't trust Source. You don't trust the universe. When the 4 of Pentacles comes up, you're either doing one of two things. You're holding on to something too tight, or you're just shut down completely and not being vulnerable at all. So it feels like you're holding on to the thought of maybe there's going to be a marriage here, but you're sort of skipping over this stuff here. Yeah, that it keeps going away, coming back together, going away, coming back together. You're holding on to memories of happier times when, you know, maybe that this person and you were very in love and there was a lot of passion there. But I feel like at this point, it feels like you want to have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, but your person, I believe, is sort of numb to it. It feels like you're the one that wants, you know, you're the one that really tries. You might be the person who puts notes in their lunch, or, you know, always telling them how beautiful they are, how lovely they are, how wonderful they are. You might be the person who's really open with your compliments and your love and trying to show them love, but this person isn't really showing much to you. I think this person is disconnecting from you emotionally. Let's talk about this communication here. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. What's going on here? It's two people who are in love. And that's sometimes what keeps people together, right? But we really are in love. However, we can't ignore that we keep breaking up and getting back together and breaking up. You know, whether that is emotionally or, you know, in the 3D, whatever way it is, it still keeps, there's two people here who really don't understand each other. It feels like there has to be a lot of things that are underneath have to come to the surface. To me, it feels like with the Four of Cups that we're stuck here because there's a lot of things going on in our lives that we need to bring to the surface in order to heal them. And, you know, there's messages, I feel like there's two people that are really very passionate about each other, but it feels like an immaturity problem. Someone has not grown in wisdom in terms of love. Someone has not grown from the Page of Wands. Someone has not grown from the Knight of Cups. It feels like you are in love with this person, but this person, again, we've got another Page of Swords. So there's probably a really big age difference here. And you're getting sort of fed up with the fact that this person is not on board with getting married. But I think that there's a significant age difference here, and they could be younger than you, and maybe that's why. You expect that they are going to do what you want them to do because that's what comes after love, comes marriage. But it feels like somebody here is like, I'm too young. I don't want to get married yet. Yeah, wants to drop the burdens here. Got to make a decision. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Yep. Five of Cups, right? Six of Wands. We want to have victory, but I don't know that you will. It's this week I feel that you probably need to clear this up. Right here. Something needs to be done about this, Capricorn. I'm in love with you, but man, you're hard on me. You're hard on my mental health. You're hard on the communication style you use. You're making me confused. Like somebody here, you keep forgiving them and bringing them back into the loop. And this person is here. That's where they are right now. They're disconnected from you, making a decision about whether they want to invest any further here or not. All right. And Aquarius, we are here for you. Aquarius is next. How are you, Aquarius? I hope you are well. All right. Let's get to it. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Thank you so much for clicking here, Aquarius. If you are interested in a private read, please look below. Look for the yellow dot. That'll take you over to Wizio. Send me an email if you need to know about the process, okay? All right. Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. I don't know. I always associate Aquarius with Wonder Woman. I don't know why I do. All right. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. It's not what I wanted to see, Aquarius. Yeah, we're completely silent. We're completely silent here. Someone that you have feelings for, someone that you really love, someone who this person makes you feel giddy. Like it feels like butterflies or fish in the belly. Do you know what I mean? There seems to be some confusion about why it's so quiet. Why it's silent, why nobody's talking here. There's confusion. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse. So I don't have any clarity here. I'm not really sure whether I'm in or out. I'm not sure if this person's trying to cut me out because all they're giving me is the silent treatment. I'm standing here with the cup waiting to see if they want my cup. Do they want to try and materialize whatever we've been talking about? Is this actually going to go off? Am I ever going to be able to manifest this? Because it feels like there is somebody here who is a high priestess. It feels like you already have a knowing of why it's quiet. I don't think you need the explanation. I'm going to be honest. I think that you want to speak to this person because you feel if you see them face to face that they're not going to be able to say no. You're still wondering if this person is trying to cut you out. You don't really have clarity on the situation. You don't have any truth because it's silent. Why is it silent? Why is there no communication? Why is it silent? Or the person who is communicating with you, if there is communication, is lying to you. There is no truth here, no clarity. So the person is being silent with you and not being clear with you because there's someone who is not feeling abundant. They're not feeling abundant. This person might be having financial issues in their own life. You feel that this person is the long-term relationship. This person, it feels, is the reason that the Ace of Swords is in the reverse is because they don't know whether they want to be single or not. Somebody who maybe wishes to be single or wishes not to be single, or maybe wishes to be single, is not really speaking about it. This person's not giving you any clarity on where this relationship is going or where this connection is going. You want to talk about the long-term relationship. You know what? I feel like you're scared of the truth, is what I want to say. I think that with the King of Swords present here, that, it's like you are going to get the truth, but it's not going to be what you want to hear. And if it is what you want to hear, it is going to be truthful and honest, and you'll have great clarity. But I feel as though this person is going to tell you either they're not ready, or the reason they're not talking with you is because they kind of want to avoid the conversation of, are we going to stay single? Are we going to be together? This person, I feel, is not giving you any clarity because they're unsure. So it's not that they're saying no, it's that this person is unsure and they're dealing with trying to get out of their own head. You could, this is Aquarius, but you could also be dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. We also have Pisces over here in the High Priestess. I think you're supposed to use your intuition. Yeah, that if it's been silent or this person is giving you the runaround or not telling you what is supposed to, what is appeasing to you, if you're not getting the answers that you want, then I feel like that might be your answer. Silence is also an answer, right? We have the Star and we have the Four of Wands. Someone is no longer hopeful that we're ever going to get together, like we're ever going to move in, that this is ever going to move forward. I think that you think that this person has left you in the dust, but that they are someone who is probably just kind of a homewrecker, in and out of relationships. This person is someone who might be very good looking and very convincing, and this person doesn't necessarily feel that they need a home life. They don't want to be in the Four of Wands. So you did offer this person something. You did offer them some energy here. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups. We also have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Just listening. Yeah, this person is, it's like they're ready and willing to come in and spend time with you, like passionate moments, but it feels like this person doesn't really have any intention of staying, is what I want to say. They move too quickly. The Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups tells me that what you want is to move really quickly toward happiness, toward emotional happiness. Someone's feeling bored, though, feeling bored with the situation the way that it is. But I'm losing hope that we're ever going to be able to be a family, or that this person's ever going to want to commit to me in any way. I feel like you want instant happiness, and that's not happening here. Tell me what the High Priestess is hiding here. Why is it silent? Someone is made a decision to close a chapter with you, or to close a cycle with you and move forward to a different chapter. We have the Three of Wands and the Page of Coins. So yeah, they've began something else with someone else. So I feel like they are going to be coming back around to you to talk to you, but please understand that Six of Pentacles is here. It almost feels like they're giving more to one than you, like giving something to someone else. This person could be someone who is in and out with a lot of people. I don't think that they want a relationship. I feel like they're going to be coming back around to you, yeah, for more passionate times. They're going to be coming in this energy. Page of Wands isn't ready for anything. Page of Wands is in the learning phase. We're bringing in messages of passion. We're being fun and free and frolicking. That's what the energy this person is in. So they don't want to be tied down. They don't want the Four of Wands. Yeah. So the Four of Wands and the Star card in the reverse tells me that somebody here isn't interested in healing a situation to make it into the Four of Wands. Someone else is kind of losing hope that they're ever going to get a relationship. If you're asking about this person, it's unlikely. Yeah, I don't feel that energy. I don't feel like this person wants a relationship at all. I think that you need to make other choices. Yeah, ones that are best for you. All right, Pisces, here we are. Last but not least, my two fishes friends. And I'm here to do your reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I hope you are well. And if you are interested in a private reading, Pisces, please look into the description. There is a yellow dot in the description. And yeah, my email address is there as well. So you can follow the link to Wizio, or you can email me and ask about the process. It's up to you. Always willing to talk to you. All right, Pisces, here we go. Sneak peek for this week, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Pisces. What do we got here? It's going to be a meeting and it's going to make you nervous, Pisces. So we have the Two of Pentacles crowning, right? Top of your mind, feeling like all the balls are in the air. Maybe you're having a really busy time right now, but I want to say that the Two of Pentacles is kind of giving me the energy with the Page of Pentacles together, that there is some sort of a meeting coming that's going to open a new door. You've been feeling, I don't know, maybe you are having trouble with finances. Maybe you're just kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul. It feels like it's a confusing time for you. It's a time where you're trying to make decisions about where to start, where to stop. But you are, I feel, aggravating the self. You're really hard on yourself, Pisces. I feel like you're being hard on yourself, that you've got Two Pentacles. You're wondering when the Two Pentacles is going to grow. When do I finally get my balance? Right? Page of Pentacles. Somebody's watching you juggle. Someone who possibly has an interest in some sort of an investment. And that's why I'm saying a meeting, because we've got Three Pentacles here. We've got a partnership. Somebody is, if you're the person who's been short on money, you might have someone coming in who is going to remedy that for you. So maybe give you a new job, or get you to apply for a new job, or give you some money advice or something like that. Somebody wants to either give you a gift or materialize something with you in some type of meeting. Some very grounded information. It could be about money. This person's very smart. They're highly intelligent. They're coming in to give you some information after not talking to you for a while. The King of Swords is the one who is speaking the truth, wielding the sword of truth, right? Very fixed energy. Hard to change their mind. But this person is highly intelligent and bossed up. This could be someone who's a boss or a supervisor. Absolutely. Could be someone who's in charge of hiring and firing. The King of Swords to me is usually someone who's in the legal business, like a lawyer or someone who is a judge or a magistrate. It feels like this person's going to be making a decision about some type of heartbreak that you have been beating yourself up over for a long time. It's left you at a balance. I feel like this person is coming in to talk to you, that there's going to be a conversation about a broken heart. Somebody wants to open the door, and they want to be really truthful, honest, and give you clarity about this Three of Swords. It feels like someone here broke your heart, and that you've been silent about it. You've not been saying anything. You've been feeling a lot of things. It comes out as the Two of Pentacles on the surface, but underneath it's the moon. It's the energy that... It's the energy of being a little bit... skittish is what I want to say. When something moves, when you're in the dark, what do? Right? It feels like a little bit skittish, that you're not sure whether this communication, after not speaking to each other, Four of Swords is here, after having spotty or no communication, this person's coming at you as the King of Swords, wanting information. I need information. It's like an interview. So for those of you, it could be an interview that ends up working out, giving you a new opportunity and allows you to have more balance. You don't see it coming. I feel like this person wants to talk about heart space stuff. They want to talk about, I'm sorry that I hurt you, or I'm sorry that I cut you. It's been a long time since you've heard a peep from this person. And all of a sudden, they decide that they want to come out of the chaos with you and they want to go to the calm. This person's learned some lessons, is what I want to say. We've got 6 and 3, which is 9. They are coming in to close a cycle with you. I believe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're coming in to close the cycle with you here. The Knight of Pentacles tells me it's been a very long time since you heard from this person, but you beat yourself up every time there is silence with this person. Not really sure if this is going to work out. So somebody is coming in and deciding that they want to kind of use the information that they've dragged away with them from the last relationship. Like, I feel like somebody here is coming in swords to talk to you about things that they have learned. Like, they want to know if this is over or if it's still ongoing. Are we going to try and, make this work? Going from the calm, or the chaos to the calm. The emotional chaos that we were in left us really quiet and left us both at the Two of Wands, trying to make a decision about not feeling stuck, about trying to be more open, more vulnerable, not be so closed off. I don't want to be so closed off with you. What I want is I want a brand new start. So the Fool is showing up in the future position, which tells me that a new chapter is about to open. Somebody who's been stuck in the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Wands, not really knowing what to do, having sort of short-sighted vision. This person has now realized that with being a little more vulnerable and less defensive, that maybe we can at least attempt a conversation here. Wow. This person really is coming in to tell you that they love you, that they do have love for you, whether it's the love of a friend or the love of a lover, someone who ends up being a long-term relationship possibly in the future. But this person is coming in to talk about feelings. This person was silent with you. You offered a cup and they didn't say anything, and they've been feeling terrible about it. They've been feeling terrible about it. Look at all those cups. Wow. This person is coming in to ask you if they can take you out. Let's be reminded of the nostalgia that we have together, and that we've been so stuck in our heart space for a long time. I really do love you. I'd like to begin again. Yeah, this person is coming in with this pentacle. They do want balance. They're coming in with messages of love. They are single and they're looking for their 9 of Cups. They haven't found it yet. They're looking for the long-term relationship, Pisces. I think they're coming to you because they've been silent for a long time. They've been passionate about you and they feel as though they need to fight for this connection here. There has been deceit or lies that have kept everybody quiet. 5 of Pentacles. We've got 5 and 2 swords is 7. I feel someone's making a decision to reconnect. Someone who is previously not very open with you. Yeah, we've got all the quiet cards here, right? We've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, I'm not sharing with you. The 4 of Wands, I'm not talking to you. I've walked away from you emotionally, but now here I come. I'm coming back. Yeah. So this person really put you through the ringer, and here they come. They are passionate. They're bringing in passion, and they see you as all of it. They see you as the love. They're hoping you'll make a sacrifice to be with them. Yeah. You got yourself an emperor, and the emperor wants to talk. The emperor has some clarity, wants to give you. Coming back from the 7 of Pentacles, coming back from waiting and being scared that you might, give them what for? Yeah. So there we are. And thank you for coming here. Thank you for clicking. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back, of course, during the week with your readings. Thank you so much, Pisces. Love you. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.